great player and project manager of CiS School Moldova, Grandmaster Victor Bologan, with your applauses, please.
Now I want to share my experience in Moldova, and not only in Moldova, introducing chess in schools. Because, yes, we all are chess players, grandmasters, we all are thinking being winners, being very important. But I think without this program Chess in Schools, without having this big social impact of chess, importance of chess will be much, much lower. So it's also important even for grandmasters, not only to play it in tournaments, not only to prepare on professional level, but also to be part of the big movement which is chess in schools. And this target which Kirsan Nikolaevich Ilumzhinov aimed 1 billion it's chess players, it's quite possible. The story of my chess in schools project started when I was very young. I was at the moment myself in the school, and in the 1980s in Moldova, it was Soviet Moldova at the time. Mr. Skripchenko, everybody knows, he passed away, but he made a good job, very good job. 30 years ago, he introduced in Chisinau, in all schools of Chisinau, this chess and school program. So we had already in Moldova this tradition before, and it was very positive, very good impact. But of course, with the collapse of the Soviet Union, this program stopped. But at that time, I also already been a student. I also was teaching chess for the first grade. So actually, my experience started already 30 years ago, teaching chess in schools. Back to chess in school, I came already in 2007 when we discussed with Kirsan Nikolaevich Ilumzhinov an idea of original project, which I didn't. Maybe there was such experience before in the world, but I didn't hear of it. Introducing chess in the village schools, because Moldova is there are many villages in Moldova, so this is a big part of kids which are completely out of any possibilities of doing any sport. And here actually this is a big advantage of chess, because without big investments you can give the possibility for especially for the poor part of the society, for the village kids to practice some sport, and actually it's very interesting. And this experience was very successful thanks to the support of FIDE, of Ilumzhinov. We introduced chess in 15 village schools and in 2007, and the project altogether in this project took part 500 students, which is a good number for Moldova especially. And also there was a very important political aspect of this chess in school program, because you know this, we have some small problems in Moldova with Transnistria, it's divided politically, but chess unites it. And we also had this project in both sides of the river of Dniester, so there was no problem from political authorities of Transnistria, and this was very successful. And this was the pilot project. During this project we elaborated a guide for teachers. This was very important. So also this was one of the premieres, because now I know there are many guides for teachers, but at that moment it was not the first time, but one of the first books on this. It was together with my colleague from Moscow. Talking about universities, I finished the Moscow Sport University, and I defended my PhD in pedagogy in chess also. So my colleague, who also finished the same, has the same studies, Evgenia Kuchumova, but she is a chess psychologist. We made this guide for students and also for teachers, and also we made this special notebooks for kids. So they can draw, they can solve their problems in their own notebooks, and that was very good experience. And this experience allowed us to, in 2009, already thanks to the big efforts of, actually of course always when we promote chess we need the political support, and at that moment our President of the Federation, Vladimir Bologan, he addressed the President of the country, Vladimir Voronin, to introduce chess in school, and the government in 2009 signed a decree of introducing chess in schools obligatory. Actually, this is very important because everybody has his own experience, and always is the question whether to have it optional, whether to have it obligatory in the curriculum. Of course, I think the best is, of course, optional, because by force nobody will love chess, but if they choose themselves, they will be more effective doing this. But still, actually our example of introducing obligatory was not very successful, because exactly this was the point. There was no enough materials, there were no teachers prepared for that. So still we made a very important step forward and introducing chess in schools. And there was a vice president of Moldovan Chess Federation, Nikolai Pertsak, who by his own initiative tried to spread these materials through schools, through villages, and he had some progress, but was not enough. And we decided to go on, and in 2011, my academy, Bologan Chess Academy, together with the government of Republic of Moldova, together with the big support of the Prime Minister of Moldova, Vladimir Filat, with the State Minister, Victor Bodiu, and with the help of the Foundation of Social Investments in Moldova, we made a very huge project, and this is another premiere in 2011-2012. I don't think, maybe somebody will share his experience, but so far I know this is novelty, as we used to say in chess. We made specialized chess classrooms. I mean, classroom only for chess in 45 schools in Moldova, spread it in all regions of Moldova. So this net we will use in the future, our collaboration with FIDE. We are supposed to, we already signed the contract for 2012 of introducing chess in schools, this program, Chess in Schools 100, I mean 100 more schools will come into the picture, and we want to do it proportionally in whole Moldova and not concentrate as it was before in the big cities and then in one area only, but in more localities. I want to thank Alini Hatizicic, he went, but actually here in 2008, when I was here in Istanbul for the Grand Prix Women Tournament, we had a very good, very important conversation with Alini Hatizicic, and I would advise, if somebody is on the beginning of introducing chess in schools, his experience is very precious, and he helped me a lot to understand how better to approach, how to talk with minister, how to build this structure of chess in school. And this helped a lot because as we see already, we have also some successes in Moldova. I don't want to take your time so much. Talking about the scientific part, I will just say a few remarks of what I've heard here. It's of course very important to prove that chess is a sport. It's important to prove from the money point of view, because we want to get, the whole idea is to get to the budget of the sport department or Ministry of Education. And it's important to make some additional efforts, and me and my colleague Alexander Ryazantsev, we are preparing now a project of doing some researches. They have in Chelyabinsk very good laboratory with already, he defended his PhD in biology. So this different aspects of proving that chess is a sport. And we will prepare for the next year some researches together, and proving that chess has an impact on the physiological part and a positive impact. I mean, we will make these researches in schools, how the chess influences on kids. So, also talking about what Ali asked me to say, that I was, yes, coaching the Turkish team, youth team in Ankara this year. And the truth is that they have this professional approach, and they have this professional coach. And this is, maybe this is not, it's still a try, it's not scientifically proved, as professor said, that this is good or this is bad for chess, but this is the way we should go and to develop our our researchers. It's very important personal presence of a top grandmaster, of an important person in every corner of his country, because like this we can promote really chess. And in this moment, when I was visiting these places, opening these schools in every corner of Moldova, we had a very good, important political support. You see the Minister of Education, State Minister, and like this is very important, because after we leave, of course we can say we introduced everywhere, but we need some local support, permanent support. And this gives a very good and important impact. This is a seminar for teachers which we organize. I want to point that we do it the way we introduce chess in schools. We don't take normal coaches. We prepare coaches from the teachers from the school. We take just a regular coach, mathematics, physical education, whatever, and we just teach him how to teach chess. And this is very good, and we give him this guide for chess, for teacher. And we organize few seminars, and it works. So it's said that this program, this project, which was supported by the government, it took place in 45 schools in 32 regions and 7 municipalities of Moldova, and about 2,000 students were involved in this project. And the idea of this project, this novelty of this chess classroom, was that we equipped the 45 chess classrooms with furniture, with computers, with internet, with clocks, with chess sets, and also with guides and all the necessary materials for teaching. And so the directors were very happy, the minister was very happy, and actually it went and the total cost of the project was $200,000, but I think this is very important, good investment. And this is not only 45 schools, this is 45 centers for the future development of chess. And this 100 Chess in School 100 program we will especially spread through this net. And so I mean it's a long-term project. You see, Anatoly Karpov opened one chess classroom together with the state minister in February this year. We tried to popularize this chess and this project as much as possible. Here also another opening ceremony. Here's the Prime Minister Vlad Filat. Without his support it was very difficult to get such a budget, but with his support, of course, we succeeded. And actually this is the way. We should work with the Prime Ministers, with Presidents, with Ministers, and to convince them that chess is important. Because I think this is a project, the Chess in School, in village schools, sponsored by FIDE. Of course, the conditions were not so good as in the cities. It's for example, this is a normal, regular sport hall for other sports, but still kids, they have chess, they can study. I mean, and they're very active, very good kids. Actually, later they participated in the competition, and later stages, even we can select best of them to have a future already in chess, professional future. So these are the organizers of the project: Government of Republic of Moldova, Ministry of Education, Bologan Chess Academy. Important that Foundation of Social Investments in Moldova, and local administration. This is a key moment. Local administration, always good to work with them. And of course, everything was under guidance of Moldovan Chess Federation, because of course, federation should unite all the forces which popularize chess. And this is a typical chess classroom what we opened in the 45 schools. This is few. Every opening ceremony had a show, specialized show prepared by the kids. I mean, it was really a celebration, not simply a formal opening ceremony. And of course, that I hope that's a future for Moldova and a future for intelligence in Moldova. I want to thank Kirsan Nikolaevich Rimzhinov, Berik Balgabayev, Alini Khatizici, and all those who supported our projects in Moldova, because this is really helpful.